Yo, what's going on, guys? Today we're gonna be reacting to some Sunny V again. How Chandler went from a janitor to an internet legend. Let's check
From
it
Mr.
out.
Beast's least important
Chandler's like the only person from Mr. Beast who hasn't done anything weird that I know of. He's like the chillest one right now.
member
Chandler was
It's the
actually our
last hope.
janitor.
to a man who's been called Mr. Beast's last hope.
Yep.
Born in Greenville, North Carolina, Chandler met Mr. Beast at a very early age.
We played baseball together since we were 9, like in the same league. We knew of each other.
But the two weren't friends as they had
Damn, he used to play baseball.
interests. Jimmy was obsessed with YouTube, while Chandler was obsessed with baseball.
From a kid, I wanted to play Major League Baseball.
By 2018, Chandler was a pitcher at Chow
Oh, he
University,
played college too.
and after a local
Okay.
news station called him Player of the Week, Chandler thought he was on track to become a professional.
You think
I
there's a
was
world where
young.
you would have been in the MLB if you kept going?
Yeah, in my head, I didn't think it was far off.
But above Chandler's name on the roster was a much more notable person, Tyler Conklin. Tyler was also a talented baseball player, but his other main focus was helping a growing YouTube channel.
He knew Jimmy very well. Tyler calls me, and he's like, hey, we have a job. This guy just got fired. We need you to be like the replacement. I was like, yeah, I guess I need money.
Despite knowing nothing about the channel,
You had no idea what Mr. Beast was.
No.
Chandler passed the interview by offering to do whatever they needed, although it seems this somewhat backfired when Chandler found out the position he'd gotten.
Chandler was
Did he
actually
get
our
put in a
janitor.
janitor?
We brought him on.
Bro, that's crazy to think he used to be a janitor. Now he's like really important figure in Mr. Beast. Like, I remember Chandler used to have this thing where like he would never win a challenges, and when he won one, when he finally won one, it was like a big thing. It's crazy. He went from a janitor
Yeah,
to.
we brought him on.
I wonder what got him
just
to
clean and
stop being a
stuff like
janitor.
that.
As the channel's 7th official employee, the job was best described as Janitor Deluxe.
I was the main cleaner guy, yeah. But I was also doing the jobs of other.
You were janitor deluxe.
Dude, I'm literally doing everything except be in front of the camera.
Although despite having a pretty small group, Chandler barely said anything.
He was very shy, like super shy. He was so terrified to even talk to me.
Luckily, Chandler
Really?
instead still had sporting
was
ability, as it substituted
He
his
doesn't seem like a guy who'd be
shyness
shy.
during his first appearance in this iconic upload. The goal of the video was to break basketball records, in which Chandler spoke just 8 basic words. Here's the record and here's where we're doing. Despite his limited dialogue, Chandler broke a record for the world's longest behind the back shot. It's weird to think that Chandler holds a world record.
Damn, he just said those two things, and imagine if he never made that. Like, would things be different if he didn't make that shot?
So this is how Chandler joined the crew. Well, kind of. Chandler didn't show his face for a year and a half after, only occasionally being heard behind the camera.
I feel like a bagel would be kind of waterproof anyway.
Yeah.
That would be until this video here, when Chandler became a Mr. Beast contestant purely because they had no one else.
What made them decide to put you in?
There was uneven people. You cut a circle into 4s, and they just only had 3.
They had 3 people and they were like, who do we grab? They're looking around and you were just there.
As mentioned, the challenge featured a circle cut into 4 quarters, and the last person to leave won $10,000. Each contestant.
So not even like the shot video made him popular, just this video alone, like just the only reason being because someone was like called out that
had
day.
a $100 budget, through which Chandler became likable, but only because he was also kind of stupid. While Chris, Tyler, and Garrett spent their $100 on tents and beds, Chandler instead
What did he
simply
spend it
bought
on?
a camping chair,
Chandler, that was the poorest decision ever. I'm talking about buying a fucking chair.
spending the rest of his money on snacks.
Chandler spent like $6 on fruit roll-ups, but $5 on his chair.
Oreos, that's gonna help me survive.
Hey, I got beef jerky too.
Garrett mattress, Chris tent, Tyler tent, Chandler gushers.
Gushers.
What did your money go to, man?
I got gushers.
Chandler was therefore ready to leave instantly,
So Chandler said he really doesn't kind of want to do this anymore.
Chandler's now trying
2
to
hours in, he already did. He just wanted to be a part of the video, huh?
sell off his snacks. $30 a snack, he says, like he's a freaking airplane.
yet he managed to outlast both Chris and Garrett whilst delivering some stupid but funny lines. Chandler eventually lost to Tyler after 36 hours, but with comments like "I wanted Chandler to win" and "Chandler in more videos," people demanded that he return.
Yeah, people really liked him. And
Oh, wow.
And Chandler all of a sudden just starts popping in more and more videos, and people are like, "We like Chandler. We like Chandler."
He'd therefore bring his one-liners to the very next challenge.
Can I throw my poop this time?
Sure, actually. Go ahead.
Although after again losing, something became obvious. Chandler was terrible at winning.
Wait, I don't think that
although
was his
after
fault though.
again losing, something became obvious. Chandler
Nah,
Sure,
that shouldn't
terrible at
count.
winning
That
these
shouldn't have count.
challenges, so much they introduced his family just to help him win.
Since Chandler lost the last two, his dad came to show Chandler how it's done.
Chandler's dad Todd became a regular in the videos, also being Chandler's lifeline whenever he needed help.
So Chandler's dad said if he felt like not doing it, then give him a call and he'd motivate him.
Which turned into random contestants also using Todd's advice.
I'm feeling great, but I think we should call your dad.
Yeah, you need some support.
I need some support.
Todd's description further suggested Chandler came from a Christian household, and that Chandler was
Okay.
part of a very big family, most
6
of whom
children.
featured in Last Elite
Crazy.
Ramen Noodle Pool wins $20,000.
This episode is a little different because it's all Chandler's family. Those are his sisters, this is his brother.
As a gimmick, Chandler's brother Zach became a member of Mr. Bro, winning way more challenges than Chandler.
Oh, Mr. Bro, does he still upload? Because I felt like I remember Mr. Beast younger. I don't know if it's his younger sibling or older, but he made his own channel, Mr. Bro, and like I watched a couple of videos, but it didn't hit the same. I'll be
Chandler ever
honest.
could. In fact, more than a year had passed since Chandler was first hired, and he still hadn't won even one single challenge.
He's competed in all of these
Yeah,
challenges.
he has a
you've seen
thing
on the
going,
screen,
bro.
And he lost every single
He
one.
wouldn't win
Memes began
anything.
to spread about Chandler failing to win.
When Chandler drops out the challenges, you're in the end game now.
Even our fridge can make fun of Chandler. Look, Chandler trying to win a challenge. Losing on purpose so we can make memes out of it.
Although it turns out this was gold for the Mr. Beast channel.
This
Mr.
guy is
Beast
for
gaining
sure.
a lot of traction at the same time as these challenges taking off, as the same time as Chandler joining the crew. Now all of a sudden, challenges is kind of, Mr. Beast never did challenges. For a
Yeah.
little bit, that's kind of all it was.
As mentioned by Carl, Chandler being in the videos came with a massive increase in Mr. Beast viewership.
No,
as challenges
he
became the channel's main
he changed the whole trajectory. Like he made it go to new heights.
focus. Still, Jimmy offered extra incentives to help Chandler win,
If he wins this one, he gets 50 grand. Everyone else only gets 20 grand because like Chandler never wins.
leading to his first ever victory 13 months after starting.
What are you gonna buy with all this money?
I don't know. I've never had this much before.
Chandler then won the next challenge, and another after that, before he'd face a serious problem. Chandler was still just a part-time employee, as professional baseball was still the main dream. That would
How
be
much-
until Jimmy
how much
gave
did
him
Mr.
an
Beast's employees get
ultimatum.
paid?
They were like, hey, we don't need part-time people anymore. Either you are full-time or you go back to college. And I was like, oh, shoot. So I had to make a decision to either just kill my dream and go work for Mr. Beast, which I did.
Chandler therefore announced that he'd dropped out of college, which turned out to be his smartest choice, as exactly 1 year
100%.
later,
100% the smartest choice.
he'd win the private island. Chandler went on to sell it for roughly $800,000.
Only reason I couldn't keep the
800K? Damn. He sold it for 800K? That's smart investing. Cause he couldn't keep it, yeah, legit. He wouldn't be able to keep it by himself because like the taxes and everything. That would have been
is
insane.
because of taxes. The
Yeah.
government will make you pay taxes on something you could get for free. And I didn't have hundreds of thousands of dollars to pay on taxes.
Although
he
despite
got
the impressive
800K.
windfall, people noticed he was appearing in the content less frequently. Is Chandler doing okay? He looked sick in the latest hide and seek video, and he seems to be less and less a part of any of the content. Did he go through something personal, or is he just not as interested in the channel? I've noticed that too. I don't know if it's a personal issue, or it's cause of the dynamic of the group.
Yo, people
a
make,
different
people
post
be like making like these big like assumptions over like the smallest thing.
read after seeing less and less of an appearance of Chandler and more of Carl, I start to think that maybe Chandler is either leaving or he's just not good enough. At around the same time, Chandler supposedly uploaded a video titled "Why I Left Mr. Beast Videos," which explained, "I've left the Mr. Beast team due to complications with content policy. I had a great time making videos with everyone, and I would like to share some of my favorite moments from the channel, although this was totally fake." On the other hand, people began to clickbait that Chandler had gotten fired.
So Chandler from Mr. Beast has allegedly been fired for selling the private island that Mr. Beast gifted to him. Watch to the end, this is crazy.
Although the reality was much more.
That voice, watch it, this is crazy.
island that Mr. Beast gifted to him. Watch to the end, this is crazy.
Although the reality was much more depressing, Chandler had sadly died. YouTube star and associate of Mr.
What?
Beast, Chandler Hallow, shot dead whilst filming stunt for video. The article featured a picture of Chandler just a few weeks before his death.
Yo, that juice roll, that juice roll shirt is actually fire.
And was supposedly written by Mark Savage, who was certainly surprised to see it. This is totally fake. I never wrote such a story, although Chandler then confirmed the headline was true, tweeting, "Just found out I died. So when I saw you last night, it must have been a ghost." Obviously, Chandler hadn't died, as only 4 months later he'd announced he'd gotten married, although this had come with its own bit of drama. The photos had everyone from Mr. Beast's crew, except for perhaps the most notable person. Why didn't Mr. Beast come to Chandler's wedding? A video
Again, the
talking about the
smallest
drama
detail
gained 11
blown out
million
of proportion.
views.
Chandler from Mr. Beast got married, but Mr. Beast himself did not appear at his friend's wedding.
Until Mr. Beast himself addressed why he couldn't come. Adorable, wish I didn't get sick. Judging by other comments such as, "My life wish is to be the same kind of man that Chandler is. Getting married only made him more respected," bolstered by something else that Chandler started doing. After 1 full year with 0 TikTok uploads, Chandler posted the following video.
Recently, the Lord has put it on my heart to start sharing,
Yo,
some
this is
of
a
the
dope
things
view. I
that
saw
I've
this video on
learned,
TikTok.
and I'm gonna start doing daily verses.
As mentioned, he planned on reading daily Bible verses, many of which have gone extremely viral. This genuinely takes so much courage to do in your position. W. Chandler. Even those who aren't religious seem to love what Chandler's doing. However, there's another type of comment that's rampant through his videos. Why aren't you on Mr. Beast anymore? Why did Chandler leave Mr. Beast? Did he leave Mr. Beast or not? Which is being repeated in many viral videos. Chandler quitting Mr. Beast? Where is Chandler from Mr. Beast? Chandler officially quits Mr. Beast team.
No, he's been in videos. I mean, last time I seen videos, he's
The
been on
videos talk about Chandler in this video here, during which Chandler seems extremely bored while filming, and ends up leaving the challenge before it's even finished.
Where has he been, and what is he doing?
He definitely hasn't left the crew, as he only just featured in the world's deadliest obstacle
Yeah, he's
course,
been
but
appearing.
people are definitely noticing that he's appearing less frequently.
Yeah, that was the that was Sunny V. I'm gonna put the original video in the description if y'all want to check it out. Chandler, he's a W man, legit, very inspirational, very humbling man too. I'll catch y'all later. Also, I'm gonna start streaming on Twitch. I already have my Twitch in the description if y'all want to follow, but I'm gonna start streaming soon if y'all want to check that out. Peace.